This is one of our destinations today. It's Theodore Roosevelt National Park in North Dakota. Join us as we see a lot of the parks in North and South Dakota over the next couple of days. My wife and I decided to go to South Dakota for the weekend. We're actually in Badlands right now, and we haven't even got to the scenic part yet, but we saw this herd of buffalo and thought it'd be kind of fun to take a picture of the buffalo on the way into the park. We're actually drove through a national grasslands, and then of course the national park. With the majestic bison and antelope, we have the ever-present prairie dog. You can see these prairie dog mounds. They stretch for quite a ways. In fact, they're out there for hundreds of yards in both directions. Welcome to Hidden Gems of Nature. We're not really at a hidden gem today. We're at Badlands National Park. Real unique beauties here, just like anywhere else that's a national park. These are just treasure chests of beauty. We've had a lot of wildlife on this trip. We've had a lot of formations, rock formations, streams, valley bottoms, grasslands, just a lot of beauty on this place, and that's why it's a national park. Anyway, welcome. Enjoy the beauty as we go through the national park today. There's a Bighorn Sheep, and he's eating grass right next to our car. Go ahead and zoom in on him, see how close you can get on their head. Maybe they'll smile at us and wave. So while we're up here, there's a whole bunch of little babies down here running around.
Down here every day, there's more land, like there is.
Look at all the babies. Let's see what. And straight above them are Mama and Papa, and then a whole bunch more babies coming down. Wow, it's like we found the nursery. That is incredible. Look at all those. So this is how you scratch your stomach if you're a buffalo. Pretty cool. Oh, that's really good. I don't think I'm going to help him. Badlands National Park is surrounded by national grasslands, and that's obvious. There is no trees out there, but some pretty prairie. Wow, there's a whole herd of mule deer. This whole area is full of houses, but it's obviously full of deer too. That little one's actually just crawling under the fence, believe it or not, instead of hopping over it. And the rest of the herd's waiting on the other side while this last one is trying to figure out what to do. I think she's got a few safety concerns. Maybe if we pull through, she'll turn around and go join the rest of the herd. And in fact, she did join the rest of the herd as soon as we drove by. There's 3 tunnels on Iron Mountain Road, all very small one-lane tunnels, and as you come through 2 of them, you're looking right at Mount Rushmore. This is the second tunnel. If you can see Mount Rushmore there in front of us, as long as no other cars are coming, it's really cool. They have 2 views of Mount Rushmore at the monument. I actually like this one in the pines better than one through the flags, but the one at the flags is under construction right now. Look at them prancing away. Couple mule deer. We followed those 2 deer up over the hill, came around the corner on the road. There's a whole herd of mule deer. In fact, there's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of them. A couple of bucks and a number of does. Obviously easy to see when there's no trees around. We're in Theodore Roosevelt National Park, which is a Badlands similar to Badlands National Park with the really unique and cool rock formations, but it's a lot greener. It also has a lot more wildlife. We've seen a lot of buffalo, deer, prairie dog towns, and also they have wild horses here. They're not Mustangs, but they are feral wild horses. I guess we're sharing the road today, and since it's a no passing zone, I guess we won't pass. These horses are big horses. They're not at all small like the native Mustangs that they talk about in Western lore. These are actually descendants of domesticated horses, and that's why they're so huge. In fact, this white mare with its foal is massive. And the mare up in front of it's quite large too. She looks like she's pregnant. I don't know if she is or not. It seems a little late in the year to still be pregnant. We're at probably one of the highest points in Theodore Roosevelt National Park's South Unit. And you can see the Badlands here. They call these Theodore Roosevelt Parks Badlands, just like Badlands National Park. But it's a lot different than Badlands National Park. There's actually a lot more green in this. I'll have my wife pan around so you can see literally the entire south unit of the park from up here as she goes around. So we came around the corner, and there staring us in the face was this mountainside. It looked like a bunch of evergreens with aspen mixed in. On closer examination, it's actually cedar trees with some of the local deciduous trees. They look kind of like alders mixed in that are just starting to leaf out. It's really quite beautiful, but it did remind me of the higher Rocky Mountains. Enjoy the beautiful view. So we're trying to get out of the park, but the buffalo aren't letting us. They've kind of filled the road and they're just enjoying themselves. I guess we're just kind of in the way. We're in Wind Cave National Park. We've just gone through Custer State Park, and behind me, you probably can't hear the squawking, but the prairie dogs make a lot of noise when they see intruders, and I guess we're intruders. There's also an antelope down behind me. This is just gorgeous country. A lot of rolling prairies and meadows rolling up into Ponderosa Hills here in the Black Hills of South Dakota. And this is our third national park in as many days. Enjoy the beauty. So this is Crazy Horse Monument behind us, along with Mount Rushmore and all the national parks. This whole section of South Dakota is really a beautiful place to come and see a lot of memorials and a lot of beauty. We were driving through the Black Hills, came around the corner and saw this monolith with this lone pine tree right in the middle. Kind of a nice hidden gem out here in the middle of the Black Hills. You're not going to find this on any of the national park maps, but it's just a nice hidden gem out here. Thought you'd like to see it. Along with the monolith with the tree in it, right behind us is also a beautiful lake up here. Another hidden gem right here in the Black Hills. Gorgeous lake, pine rimmed, nice cool weather. This is the real reason we came to the Dakotas. Congratulations, Noel. Also thought you'd like to see the last wildlife we saw running through the woods before we left.